again into Routinsie. Routinsie is just like any other calendar app. When you go to create an event, it can be a meeting or it could be a task or something that you just want to live in your schedule as an event. So we're going to go in and we're going to name, this is where you're going to put the title of the event. So let's say you have a meeting with Rachel today, which is my name. It's on today. You can set your time here. So if it's going to be at 2 o'clock, let's just say the duration of this meeting, you would drag here. So this is for an hour. If we wanted to set a custom duration, so if you're setting your work schedule for the day and it's 8 hours, all you have to do is click custom, and then you want to make sure you select done when you're done. If this is going to be an all day event, so you want this to kind of be at the top of your schedule, maybe for a travel day, or just a reminder you could utilize to put an all day event in, you would want to toggle this option off. And then with our themes, you can actually select from pre-designed palettes, or you can create your own colorway. So we're going to go in, let's say we're going to go for a periwinkle today, and I'm actually going to show you as well how we can change our theme to align with the new color. If this event is going to repeat, you would select that here as well, and you can click custom to select if this event is going to, let's say, only repeat, every Monday, Tuesday, every week. You would click save, and the last step is to make sure you select that it is going to be this custom repeat, and you can also select an end date, things like that. But if you just want to select custom to set those custom times up, or you can do once daily, weekly, and you can always delete these later. So we're going to select once for the purpose of this tutorial. You can set different reminders. We're automatically going to remind you 10 minutes before, but you can also change when we do remind you about this event. In Routinsie, you can definitely utilize tags and create custom tags. So that way, when you use your search bar in the future, you can look up fitness or work or wedding if you have specific events to specific things. You can also favorite these events. So if there are events that you do often and you just want to have a quick access to either a color that you liked or the way that you set it up for the custom duration, you can save this event as, let's do favorite trial. So we're just trialing this one. We're going to click done. This is now going to go into your favorites, and I'll show you where that lives next. You can also create countdowns with any event. So if you have a trip coming up, you can actually put the title as, vacation to Paris, and you can create a countdown, and the countdown will count down to the day that you actually put as the event in the calendar. So if we set this to December 1st, we would have a 31-day countdown, or 30-day. We'd have a 30-day probably. Let's say 30 days, a 30-day countdown, which is great. So that will live on your homepage, which I'll show you where that will live as well, but make sure to review our intro to Routinsie videos. You can also set a description. I love to set descriptions if this event is with somebody else, or it's a professional meeting where you want to share your Zoom info or your details for the meeting. Another fun way to use this is if you're a content creator, you can actually put links to the inspiration of that trend or that content that you want to put in the description, and the event would actually be creating content, and then you could put the links to things that you're creating that day. We also have workspaces. So workspaces are basically alternative calendars. So you can have multiple calendars inside Routinsie. That way you can categorize things. You can view all your workspaces at once, or you can actually have multiple calendars at once that you look at separately. Just like any calendar app, you can invite others via email. Once you add them, they'll start to appear here. If the person does not have Routinsie downloaded, they will still get a reminder email, and then they'll have the option to add it to their Google Calendar, or of course download Routinsie and join you. If you ever want someone to join you in Routinsie, you can select here refer a friend, and you can actually get free months for referring friends, which means so much to us as a small business. So we're going to do a countdown just so I can show you what this looks like. So we're going to click create event. As you can see, that appeared right in our schedule in that periwinkle color. Let's say we wanted to quickly change our color theme to a periwinkle for the day. Let's say we were just editing our theme quick. We could either use our lavender theme, which is already preset. The thing about our preset themes that's really nice is I've already picked out all the colors that go with it for you. But if you're like, no, I like to be super creative, which is why we have it to be fully customizable for you by you. You can go in and actually pick which theme color you want specifically, and the app is smart enough to know how to edit the rest of the theme to match that vibe. So you can actually go in and be like, okay, that's actually too light. Let's go in and make that a bit darker. Let's say we want to go for a moody blue, and then we could do periwinkle events and routines, you can actually just go into events that you've already made from a previous day, or if they were already in here as a favorite, you can quickly tweak the color to the shades that you like, just so aesthetically, if you want to match, which is what you see often on our social media, then you can. We're just gonna edit the routine quick. This is how I would build from a favorite day. So if things are already kind of blocked in, but they're just not in the color that you really want for that day, you can go in and block that out in different colors. So if we scroll down on our homepage, obviously the event went in. So if we scroll down, you'll actually see, oh, I turned off the countdown. So if you don't have your countdowns turned on under settings, you can go to homepage widgets and make sure your countdowns are turned on. Once they're turned on, we will see the countdown appear. So here is the countdown we created. Obviously this was just to show you for a trial countdown, which we would normally not have like necessarily a meeting in here, but you might be counting down a really special meeting come up, and it will actually tell you the days left, which I think is really exciting if you're planning a business launch or a wedding, or you just have something special coming up, like a special trip. If you wanted to access your favorite events, you would go into the plus sign, which is our main sticky bar. Instead of clicking event, you're going to click favorites and then events, and then you'll actually see all your favorite events living right there, and you can just quickly add your favorites as a template, or you can literally add it specifically the same way. And then every single morning when you take those 10 minutes for you, you're just going to go in and you're going to build out your day. So let's say you wanted to do some admin and coffee block, or let's do a content block. We're going to do that from 10 a.m. We're going to do it for an hour, and we're going to actually lighten up this blue so that we get that variation in color, and we can click create event, and it's going to stack right into your schedule. It's going to look so gorgeous. You'll also see your events on the sticky tab if you go into the day view, week view, and month view.